Do you want to actually level up your life in the year 2026? If yes, then you require some habits that are going to push you towards that. A lot of people overlook the power of small habits. Small habits don't just change our days, they change how our days feel. In this video, I'm going to share with you my seven daily habits that improved my life in just 7 days. Yes, I saw, you know, visible evidence in just 1 week. Habit number one, breath work, specifically the deep belly breathing. We all know what breathing is, but just few of us knows the full value it offers. Deep breathing regulates our nervous systems. Yeah, it calms our nervous system. It clears our mind. We feel less cluttered with thoughts. It sharpens our focus, and it also lowers our stress levels. I remember back in the days when I could not control my emotions. I would yell, I would get angry, frustrated, blame, pity even myself, feel lonely. Just because I was in that position, I could not control my own emotions. I used to feel bad about it. I was looking for ways in how I can control my own emotions until I learned about this trick. This is when to use it. When you feel angry, because someone maybe never met your expectation, they never did as you wanted them, or you felt like slapping your own child, just pause and take 3 deliberate breaths. In a count of 4, out in a count of 6. In a count of 4, out in a count of 6. And you'll feel how your body shifts. It just happens automatically. It's just designed that way. Breathing helps us calm down. Our nervous system just calms down. When you feel stressed and you catch yourself, feeling so overly stressed, take 3 deliberate breaths. In a count of 4, out in a count of 6, 3 times, and you are going to feel a shift. You are going to feel your body shifts. Habit number 2, walking. There is a lot of studies that shows benefits of walking, long walking, and there has been also studies that have shown there's correlation with there's correlation with longevity and how much you walk in a day. Those countries that walk for long distances live longer than those ones who don't have a lot of movement. I remember when I was losing this job, I was in a sales business. I was selling a cosmetic, and this job just came to an end. I just had to be helping my mom on her farm, and the distance from home to where the farm was, it was long, it was just so long. And I would carry my child, even lunch, and I used to feel so tired, and I was like, why can I not just get another job like the one I was having? But I think also the universe has ways to make us understand things in a more clear way. Our our prayers are also answered in ways we never expected them to be answered. Because I usually feel like this was a prayer answered. I hated it because even the hot sun, I used to feel like I'm getting burned and burned and burned. I just hated it. But with time and not having any other choice, I started feeling different. I started feeling my mind being more clear. I started feeling my body being more lighter. I started loving it even. And I remember even being like, if I can just get another job like that previous one, I think I would not want it. And maybe I would like a job like this one, somewhere, maybe I'm working, or just a job there's, movement here and there. I just loved it. And I came to realize that working has a lot of benefits. Being in nature also helps a lot. Our minds feels more better, and we become more closer to nature, and closer to also ourselves, because when you are walking, there's a lot of kind of loneliness and solitude. You don't meet with a lot of people when you're walking just out there, and like maybe when you're in an office or when you are just in a building, you just meet with people here and there, you feel more connected with yourself. So try it. Go out in nature. Take just long walks with your children, maybe even with your pets or even your dog, just take those long walks and just do them in nature. Places where there is less people, there's a lot of movement, and you are going to feel a lot of change. Your mind will feel more clear. You feel even your body feel more lighter. You feel more connected to yourself, more connected to nature, more connected even to your God. And it's just a powerful habit that most of the people underestimate or even overlook. Okay, habit number 3, the gratitude text, all a gratitude affirmation, just saying a thank you. So this is when to use it. When you are in just lying on your bed and you just don't feel like sleeping, and you're just like, maybe I need to be scrolling on my phone. Don't scroll. Take your phone, go to your text. Just text a friend or your mom, anybody you feel like you want to say thank you to. Maybe a friend hosted you maybe last night, or they hosted you yesterday for lunch. Just send them a gratitude text. Tell them like, I'm so grateful for you hosting me. I felt more comfortable. The food was delicious, and I want you to just know that I'm so grateful about it. And you're just going to feel how your body shifts. You feel a lot better, and you feel more better, unlike when you scrolled. Because scrolling, you keep scrolling, you don't feel like stopping it. Time lands, times just move, and by the time you are sleeping, 2 hours are gone, and then you start feeling awful about it. Because for me, scrolling, I just hate it. Just scrolling anyhow. You just feel like you don't want to do it anymore. So I just take that time to just send a gratitude text, or even maybe just say a gratitude, just say an affirmation to be grateful. I'm so grateful for my health. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful for my peaceful country. I'm so grateful for my, just for my mind, for my, just be grateful for something. If you don't have someone to send a gratitude text to, just be grateful. Just say a gratitude affirmation, and you're just going to feel more better. Gratitudes, being grateful helps us to, our minds, we are designed in a way that we tend to blame a lot of, blame people, blame the economy, blame things. But if you start conditioning your mind to be grateful, your mind will be seeing more things to be grateful for. You are going to start, rather than blaming, you are going to start seeing gratitude everywhere, and that's how you are going to be conditioning your mind to see more things to be grateful for, rather than more things to be worried about, afraid of, and even hateful for. So gratitude is also something that I value. Habit number 4, 3-minute tidy. I don't know, but I just hate it. When I see that maybe you're just in your bed, you just entered your bedroom and you just saw clothes lying anywhere, shoes anywhere, I just feel my mind being more cluttered. I just feel having a lot of thoughts, until I take all those clothes to their right position, or to where they are needed to be. Take those also shoes where they need to be. If dishes, and plates and utensils are just lying everywhere in the kitchen, I just feel not good about it. I want to remove them where they are to the sink, and then I'm going to wash them, just to feel less cluttered. When you feel when there's a lot of visible, just when there's a lot of things cluttered everywhere, our minds also tend to get more cluttered, our thoughts tend to be more cluttered. When there is a lot of visible, just things, when you see things just being well arranged, your mind also feels more clear and more better. Maybe this is just mine, but for me, even when you are about to, if you are a student and you are about to have a Zoom class, or if you are having also, someone is having also a Zoom meeting, and your desk is cluttered with books everywhere, I don't know even which one to pick, where to take it down your notes, you just feel so cluttered, and you just have to take those 3 minutes, tidy the space, and you're going just to feel more relaxed. Just try it, and even if it's possible, open the windows, let the air in, and you're going to feel more better. Habit number 5, daily planning. I think if there's something that you need to be more, I would say, if there's something like, if whenever you wake up, just try to plan for your day. Don't try your day to start when you have not planned for it. This is the reason. If you don't plan your day upon waking up, or maybe before you slept, and you plan the day for before you slept, you plan for the next day. If you don't do that, you try to do just to do things in how you feel, and you just have to avoid that. Don't do things because you feel like doing them, and you don't do others just because you don't feel like doing them. Try as much as you can to do things, to plan for your days, to avoid doing this just because you feel like doing them. This is because you'll have a lot of postponing. You'll postpone things that you are supposed to do on that day, and you'll be like, I do them tomorrow, or I do them on the next day, on the next week, and you keep postponing. You just make your to-do list, your day to-do list, and you just follow it. Don't have excuses. Don't do things based on feelings. Just plan your day, execute them. Just execute your things. Plan, and then during your day, execute them as you planned, just as you planned them. Because a lot of the times we just wake up and you feel like, I just don't want to feel like doing that, I don't want to feel like doing that. But if you had your to-do list, and you had planned, and you have scheduled that this day I'm going to do this time, or this hour I'm going to do this hour I'm going to do this, it's very hard for you to realize that you're going to realize that you're not going to postpone that thing, unlike you had not planned for it. So anytime we wake up, in fact, I like doing it in the evenings or at nights before sleeping. I plan for my next day. That way you are going to have a smooth day, and upon waking up, what am I supposed to do and what am I not supposed to be doing at this time. Then the next hour, what am I supposed to do? Because if you don't plan for your days, you just do things how you feel like and how you want them to be like, and things are not just going to look that good. Habit number 6, the I noticed sentence journal. I noticed sentence journal. May I say that way? This is how it works. Every evening before you sleep, take your journal, write just like 3 things you noticed that day. Be like, 3 things that you noticed that day. Just write just one sentence. I noticed how delicious my breakfast was. I noticed I yelled too much at my child. Or I noticed I don't say thank you when someone does something good to me. Just write something you just noticed in your day, and it helps a lot because you are conditioning your mind to notice a lot of things. We are always we are always lost in our future, thinking about our past, and we forget about our present. We forget about the thing that is in the now, and our minds are just lost, in our past or in our future. But if you condition and if you show your mind that I need you to be noticing things each and every day, as the day runs, I want you to be noticing as things happen, your mind is going to be conditioned to do that. You're going to be noticing things that you never even used to notice. And that's a good thing, because now your mind is becoming more present, unlike before. You will start realizing you are becoming more even focused. You can focus on something. You can focus even on a lecture. You can focus on a video. You can focus on something that you are doing. You are going to execute even things. Sometimes we are like, I want to do this, but the next minute we just wake up and just we forget we were to do something, or you just be like, I was supposed to do this, but then the next minute you forget what you are supposed to be doing. But when you start conditioning your mind to notice those small things throughout your day, it helps your mind to be even more focused, and you'll be noticing things as they happen. That's a power, that's a skill that a lot of people don't have, and it's so bad, because our minds will always be constantly worrying about the past, worrying about the future, and even being left in the past. And that's not what we want with our lives. Habit number 7, the future you checking. Anytime you are about to say yes to something, and you feel like, and you felt like this is not what I want, but you're about to say yes just because you want to make someone else satisfied. You want to make other people feel good about it. Just feel good. You are not in that position. You don't want to be in that position whereby you can frustrate someone with a no. Anytime you want to say yes, and you know that thing is not supposed to have a yes, have my own yes, you just have to pause and ask yourself, will my future me be happy or be grateful because I did this, or because I said yes to such a thing? Will my future me thank me for this? You're about to do a purchase, and just a craving that will just go for 3 minutes and then it disappear. Ask yourself, will my future self be grateful because I've done this, or because I bought that thing? A lot of things we just do them, and we just close our eyes and we are like just do this, without asking ourselves questions. Sometimes it's good to ask ourselves, will our future self be grateful because today we made this decision, because today we said yes to this thing, or because today we said no because of this thing? Will our future self thank us for that thing? And by doing that, you'll be in a position whereby you'll be making sound decision. You'll be making decision based on not feelings, not making other people's happy, but because we want to be better. Yeah. Sometimes it's not about how big something is, or just how dramatic our habits are. Sometimes it's just how disciplined we are with our habits. They are going to make our lives better. So if you just don't have to pick all the 7 habits at once, you can just start with 3 of them and be consistent with them until the end, and then you are going to see the changes. Let's meet on our next video.